Morning, DVC fan, from day 4, our final day aboard the Disney Wish and the 2023 DVC Member Cruise. It has been a sleep-in kind of morning, just kind of being on vacation time at this point of the cruise, and really just relaxed and enjoying our time aboard the ship. And just had some room service delivered. So room service, as part of your sailing on Disney Cruise Line ships, is included, and they have, yeah, you can call for any kind of like lunch or dinner snack options. It's a very limited menu in terms of those type of foods, but there's a card that they actually have in your stateroom that has some small lighter breakfast options like pastries, donuts, croissants, cereals, drinks, that kind of stuff that you can put out the night before and select a time, and then it gets delivered to your room. So that's what we decided to do this morning, just to have a low-key morning as we get started on our final day aboard the Disney Wish. So happy to have you join us. To highlight what we ended up getting, Amy went with some croissants for breakfast and fruit, and I just checked the box for one bagel, but they decided to give me 2 bagels and fruit. We've got some apple juice, of course, coffee, chocolate milk, and I think that about does it. Just kind of a lighter breakfast that we can sit and enjoy here in our room or out here on our lovely balcony as we sort of bob around in the middle of the ocean. That's Independence of the Seas out there in the distance. I think these two ships are kind of like buddies. They just kind of follow each other around, except for the private island stops. But yeah, we're going to sit on the balcony and enjoy some breakfast. Good morning. How's your croissant?
Good morning. It's good. Croissants are always like my breakfast of choice on a cruise ship, especially since I think I eat probably not as well as I should for dinner and stuff, so I always wake up with a wonky stomach. And so croissants are like I don't know.
It's like your saltine crackers to start the day.
Yeah, like make my stomach feel better in the morning. But not, and they're not even healthy. They're probably made with pure butter, but I like croissants on vacation. I don't know.
What have your thoughts been on the member cruise so far?
This is honestly probably the best service that we've ever had on a cruise. I think we've been on a couple of Disney cruises. The service has been good, but there's something very elevated this cruise. And I don't know if it's just, we were on the Wish a year ago, last September. That was our last time we were on a Disney cruise, so it's been a year. So I don't know if it was just more getting things more together, and this is what the level of service is now, or if it was for the member cruise and they've just upped the ante. I'm not really sure. But really just our stateroom hosts, our servers, in the dining room. I love when they give us the little puzzles. So they've just all been really very great. And the entertainment options have been really nice too, and the gifts and everything. It's just been a really cool experience.
I totally agree with the service aspect of what Amy said, and I think what's so special about the member cruise sailing is, we expected the gifts and some of the special events and things that are going on around the ship, but they go all out with just little touches that you didn't expect or ever anticipate. The bar and lounge napkins say Disney Vacation Club on them. The signage at Castaway yesterday had special signs up that members had taken over the island, and Disney Vacation Club related signage there. And just more and more, all the decals and stuff. I've said the entire cruise, I want one of those decals. So if Disney Vacation Club, if you're listening, just put a decal aside. Don't throw them away, because I'm like, there's only one of these sailings this year. What do they do with all this stuff at the they've made so much custom stuff specifically for this cruise.
There's a flag sailing at the top of the ship that's DVC Member Cruise flag, which is cool.
Yeah, like they've got a flag at the top of the ship. Like, just it's insane that they've gone all out with all of these little touches. to make you feel special for being a Disney Vacation Club member and being part of this community. We have showered and are dressed, and today's going to be kind of more checking out some of the exclusive events on board related to the DVC Member Cruise. I think we got enough sun yesterday. I know Amy did. She got a little bit of sunburn going on. So the first event of the day is actually in the Walt Disney Theater, and it is celebrating 100 years of Disney animation, as well as some sneak peeks related to how they went about animating the new Disney Wish movie that is coming out in November. They've had a bunch of people on board promoting this movie over the past few days. You guys saw probably in one of the previous videos, we did a little bit of a painting that will be donated, I believe, to a children's hospital or something to commemorate the movie as well. So they've got Disney animators like Don Hahn on board. So they're really using this sailing to both celebrate 100 years of Disney animation while also celebrating the DVC Member Cruise. So we're excited to go see this. It was highly recommended to us when we were talking with some people the other day. So we're going to head down and check it out. I think I signed off last night before we got back to the room, but also last night we got our poster series by Tom Whalen that came. These, if you've seen the little keychains that we've been getting each night, this is the full poster series, all except one poster. There's one exclusive poster available to members that add on during the member cruise that I believe is Small World themed, but this is super fun. We'll get these framed, and we've got 2 sets of everything, so I'm thinking maybe we might do like a DVC fan giveaway or something, just to give away some of this stuff, or else we're gonna need a storage unit or something at our house.
What? I got barbecue in my hair. The quick service on the Wish is some of my favorite. I love the barbecue, the sausage, the ribs. It's just really good for quick service.
As Beauty and the Beast ends on funnel vision behind us, we finished up the 100 years of Disney animation and the sneak peek at the new Disney animation movie Wish, which is coming to theaters in November. That show was amazing. We actually also got a sneak peek at a new short that's coming out called Once Upon a Studio that features 544 Disney animation characters. And that should be coming out pretty soon as well. That was the highlight. There's just so many amazing character moments throughout that. The sloth from Zootopia makes an appearance that you won't want to miss. That was probably one of the funniest parts of it. And then we got to see about 20 minutes of Wish, which is the new movie coming out here in November, and looks very cute. You know, it has an amazing story about granting wishes and some awesome characters, including a talking goat and a star and just an amazing cast. So it's cool to learn more about that movie, and I'm excited to see it when it comes out. We also dropped down into the Grand Hall where they were doing a special presentation with some of the voices of Disney animation. So they had the voice of Goofy and Mickey there. They were doing some sing-alongs. They were also just doing some fun chatting with the voice actors. So that was cool to kind of stumble upon as we exited the Wish presentation. And now, Amy's eating some barbecue.
I'm always eating on this cruise. All right, we are at Bayou. Phil just got some beignets for the table. And I'm here with the lovely Pauline, Phil, Paul, and we are doing the Disney music trivia.
You gotta see our name. We're the Rofer Monsters.
We are the Rofer Monsters. And we're doing pretty good. How do we do, Pauline?
Not great. I will say though, some people in our party were having full-blown conversations, so we had some challenges to listen over here. But there were some really hard questions. I need to catch up on some deep-cut Disney films.
One of the answers was Home on the Range. I have never seen that movie, but we got some beignets and we're hanging out here, and we met a really nice couple, Laura and Kenny, that let us sit with us, so we're thankful for that. We didn't do as good on the music trivia as I was hoping.
We did good on the beignets though. Real good.
We ducked into the store, and I love a lot of the shirts and stuff they have. That is so cute. This Spirit jersey. Oh, I love it. That's what the other side looks like right there. I might have to get that. They have some really cute DCL stuff. Oh, and I really like this. I'm not good at keeping whites white, so I feel like because this is blended, I would have a lot of issues with it. But how cute. Oh, I love it too.
Should we get it and match?
We could be Twinkies.
We're gonna be twins.
I really want it, Pauline.
Let's get
You
it.
might convince me. I've been eyeing this necklace out for so long. It's a Tiffany and Company Disney Cruise Line. It's kind of like a rose gold. And then I saw the sign. I was like, oh, it's 30% off. I wonder how much it is. And then I looked at the price. Oh my goodness, $1,300. I know Tiffany is expensive. I have my wedding band is Tiffany, but it's very simple. But ouch, that's an expensive necklace, but very pretty. I love these doonies. So I have this bag right here. This is kind of like what I use for my lounge fly. It's very well made. I take it everywhere, but look how pretty. I have no idea what it's made out of. I just know that it's cute. We're now in Mickey's main sale, and I gotta tell you, they've really upped the Spirit jersey game on cruise ships. There's so many options. This one's really cute. Really like that. There's a yellow one. There's one that's kind of looks like it's made out of like jean material, or it just has that look to it. And then over here, we've got this pretty sparkly one. And then of course the one that I bought, which is my favorite, which is the Disney Wish specific Spirit jersey. They also have a lot of Wish specific merchandise. A really nice Disney Wish t-shirt here. Some hats. I'm not very good with a camera like Paul is, so I'm gonna be bouncing around. That's really cute. We've got some sweaters and things specific to the Wish. And then there's the lounge flies. These are ears. They don't really say Wish on them. Oh wait, these are from the inaugural, which is been a year now, so these are a little bit outdated, but they are very cute. And then Paul, what did you buy, Paul?
I bought a Spirit jersey for my wife.
Oh, that's cute.
Tried to surprise the wife with a Spirit jersey. Thought I picked the right one in the store that she was looking at, but I did not. So we are walking back now.
We don't have to. I like them both.
Nope. We're gonna exchange it for the one she wants, and then she'll have the Spirit jersey she wants. So, but yeah, don't. Also, the people in the store, they tried to be very helpful, but I was like, which one was she looking at? And they were like, I think it's this one, and it wasn't that one. So we tried, but we're gonna exchange it now. So take two.
Paul is such a sweetheart. He thought he's creeping around the corner right now. He thought when I walked out, I was looking at a Spirit jersey, but he was buying a shirt, so he wasn't quite paying attention. And I told him I didn't need it, and I walked out of the store, and I was looking at stuff with Phil and Pauline upstairs. And when Paul came up, he had bought me a Spirit jersey, and he asked the cast members in the store which one I was looking at, and they were all trying to figure it out. He got the wrong one, but I told him they were both great. So I would have kept it. He insisted that I took it back and got the one I was looking at, but it was just cute and funny. But they have some really great Spirit jerseys and some really great Disney Wish specific stuff in the store. It's so hard to not want to just buy everything. They have so many cool things going on today that are special for the member cruise. So coming up next is this. It's called Sketchbook with Mark Henn, and Mark Henn is the animator one of the few animators that still does hand drawings, and he did Ariel, Belle, young Simba, just a lot, Mulan, a lot of characters that you know. These are the little boards they're giving out for you to do the drawing with Mark Henn. And look, they are themed, or they're labeled for the new Disneyland Hotel. They're so cute. Look like an artist palette with the paint and the brush.
One thing you can't forget to do if you're on any Disney Cruise Line sailing is stop by the Disney Vacation Club desk each day. They're going to give away like a small souvenir or gift that you can take home with you. We've gotten some keychains this voyage. There's been a patch. They are specific to the DVC Member Cruise this time around. So I believe today's is actually some luggage tags specific to the DVC Member Cruise. But we're going to go get our gift right now.
This is the completer print that you can get. So they gave us the 3 prints of this set as part of our member cruise gifts, but this 4th one, in order to get it, you have to purchase a contract on the Wish sailing, and I believe they told us it was for the first 100 people that purchased, and you probably have to purchase a certain amount, like 150 points. These are the luggage tags that they gave us as part of our daily free DVC gift, and they are specific to the member cruise. Super cute. And like Paul said, they actually give you some little gift on every sailing if you stop by the DVC desk every day.
Phil and I were feeling a little pick-me-up, so we have stopped at one of the coffee shops that are on board. Basically, it's a bar and coffee shop on most of the main floors, 3, 4, and 5. So I ended up with a double espresso, and you got a... What did you get?
Like a frozen blended Frappuccino thing?
Oh yeah, Frappuccino. So, yeah. We'll pick me up before we continue on with our afternoon.
Yeah, a little caffeine action.
Yeah. Apparently I made a mistake because the printer that prints designs on the top of your latte or cappuccino currently has a special DVC Member Cruise design that they can print on top of that, and I got an espresso. Amy, will you get a hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate? It's summer.
So that's a no?
Yes, yes.
So normally this only works on hot drinks, but we were talking about it, so he had it done over ice, and it worked. So we got the Member Cruise logo on Phil's Frappuccino.
I got the mixed berry gelato. They have a ton of ice creams and gelatos, and I wanted strawberries, they were out, but I did get some gummy bears in them because, you know, I don't know, they look good.
I ended up going with the pistachio gelato, and I added some pecans on top of it. But this looks like a wonderful sort of mid-afternoon. Stopped into Inside Out Joyful Sweets and had some gelato. The pistachio was wonderful. I'm a sucker for a good pistachio ice cream. Amy, on the other hand,
Just don't get the mixed berry. It is so seedy. Like, I don't know if you can see this. All those little black
definitely
specks.
can't see that. No.
It's full of seeds, so I'm like choking on seeds. It's real gritty. Not my favorite.
Gritty and gelato don't mix. So, no.
Pauline didn't eat with us earlier, so she's grabbing some chicken tender snacks, but joyful sweets. Thoughts?
Yeah, everything looks fun and Instagrammable. So if you're there for the vibe, try it out. But I gotta say, the ice cream that's free right here where the quick service is, it's just as good, if not better. So save your dollars for merch or cocktails and just grab an ice cream here.
Completely agree. And you could get your ice cream in a cup and you could make a Coke float out of it for free. So
For free.
pro tip.
Yes.
We've made our way back to the room after a fun morning and afternoon, just kind of wandering around, seeing what kind of events and things we could get into, getting some food, some ice cream, some treats and stuff like that. We are now going to do the dreaded packing. So we are going to start kind of getting ready to have everything ready ahead of time and not have to worry about that later tonight. Actually, our luggage tags already arrived and are sitting on the foot of our bed here. So we will put those on our bags when we leave them out later tonight, and then they will be ashore tomorrow morning for us to pick up. But we are also here a little earlier in the afternoon because we have a specialty dinner that we are going to tonight. So we didn't know if we would get in. We put ourselves on a wait list with Phil and Pauline at the beginning of the cruise, and we are headed to Enchante later this evening for dinner, and I think we're both pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and I honestly, I don't think I've read enough. I don't really know what to expect. I think it's gonna be. I know that they have Remy on some of the other ships. We've not experienced that either. We have experienced Victoria and Albert's a long time ago, 4 years ago.
Yep.
I don't know if it's gonna be like.
I would put it on par with Victoria and Albert's. Maybe not necessarily. We are on a cruise ship, but in terms of the food quality, I've heard it being very similar to that. We've also talked to our service team in the main dining room last night, and they did tell us that Enchante really. They run their own show here on the cruise ship. So crew, even the only the captain on the ship is allowed to eat in Enchante. So anyone else that is a crew member on the ship is not allowed to go up there. They basically run that restaurant themselves as a fine dining establishment. So they don't necessarily follow the same protocols and rules that the rest of the ship does when it comes to everything. So it'll be cool to head up there. We're going to get ready a little bit early, go up to the Rose, which is the little bar and lounge area that's just outside there. And we'll take you guys along. Probably won't vlog or anything while we're at dinner, but we'll kind of film the food and then recap everything after we do it. But we wanted to do this the last time we were aboard the Wish, but also wanted to try all of the rotational dining. One thing we are going to miss is the World of Marvel, so we will not actually be going to dinner there tonight, but we are headed there tomorrow morning for breakfast. A little bit different. Don't see the show, but we'll get to experience the restaurant, and we did get to experience that last time and enjoyed our time there. They've got some good food there as well. I believe that they have a ribeye on the menu that I got last time that was very, very good. So excited for that, and our last evening aboard the Disney Wish and the 2023 Member Cruise. Would you do another Member Cruise?
Oh, in a heartbeat. Yeah, I would like to do a longer one though. There's just so much going on, and the 4-night is so busy, and even the sea day has gone so fast. I would really like to do a 7-night Member Cruise. I know there's that European one coming up. We're actually doing a different European cruise, but hopefully maybe I think the Treasure would be next, and that might be a 7-night, or I'd love to do an Alaska one, but yeah. Yeah,
next year's 2024 Member Cruise is actually a Mediterranean cruise. I believe aboard the Dream. Is it the Dream?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So I believe it is not sold out at the moment, so you might want to check with Disney Vacation Club to see if there's still space available. There is limited space. I know there was some stateroom categories were sold out already. I imagine after this sailing, people getting off this ship's going to be like, okay, can we do the next Member Cruise? But there's always last minute availability that opens up. That's how Phil and Pauline actually ended up on our cruise, is that they kept checking back with member services and eventually lucked out. And actually originally they had an inside stateroom, and then they upgraded from there, I think.
Right, it was an ocean view, and then they wanted a veranda, and they were able to keep checking. So if things do open up, people do cancel. But and then I'm positive that it's probably going to end up being on the Treasure. The year after that, we'll likely see a 7-night Eastern or Western Caribbean.
Yeah, I wonder if 2025, I kind of wonder if they're going to go back to a 3 or 4 night in 2025 and do something specific to Lighthouse Point.
Oh, maybe.
So, because we were surprised when the Treasure news came out that the Treasure is not going to Lighthouse Point. So unless that itinerary changes later in the fall or winter of 2025, then...
Yeah, but that makes sense now that you think about it, because they want people to go on the old ships too. So
Yep.
Lighthouse Point draws you into the older ships. The Treasure being a newer ship, you know, the itinerary almost doesn't matter. People are going to want to see the Treasure. So
Yeah, we're booked on a Mediterranean cruise with Royal, as Amy said, in the fall of next year. But I can't say I'm not kind of wanting to do another DVC member cruise. So if you just tune into a vlog next year and we're on a DVC member cruise, you'll realize what happened, and we spent a lot of money. So, but yeah, we're gonna get ready for our fun dinner tonight, start packing and doing those kind of things, and we'll check back in with you later.
We fancy, and we headed to dinner at the moment. We are headed up to Enchante. If you are looking to go there, I do believe that the only set of elevators that actually access that level is the aft set of elevators if you're on the Disney Wish. So we're kind of doing the long trek down the hallway at the moment. But excited for dinner. We're gonna have a drink at the Rose Bar and Lounge that's up there prior to heading in, and excited to share it with you.
First stop for the evening is the Rose, which is the lounge that's in front of Paolo and Enchante. We all got a drink, and I went with the sommelier bin, which is $12 for a glass of wine. You don't know what you're going to get, but essentially it's going to be something that has been opened and they need to maybe finish off the bottle. So in this case, I got a Malbec. Kind of struck out. It's a $10 glass of wine for $12, but you could potentially get a much better glass of wine depending on what's been opened that day and what they have. But you have no idea until it comes to the table what you actually end up with.
I got the Mrs. T. It's like green tea, but it has some champagne in it, as well as a few other things. It's good. It's a little bit dry. I like a little bit sweeter, but it's neat. It comes out presented in this glass teapot, and then he pours everything together. So kind of a cool presentation.
What's your drink, Phil?
My drink is decent. I got the Monkey Spritzer, which is Monkey 47 gin, I think Boulevardier, vodka, and then cherry hearing with a fresh fruit cube inserted in the middle. It is good. It's very refreshing. It's very light, a little scant on flavor, but it's very refreshing, nice and cold. Fruit juices are kind of mixing in with the rest of it as I drink it, and it gets better and better. So I'm glad I ordered it. I probably would order it again, though. I might go for what Pauline had next time.
So I got the Sweet Rose. It's a gin beverage, and it has grapefruit in it. So even though it's called the Sweet Rose, it should be called the Sweet Grapefruit. It is very grapefruity. It also has coconut shavings on top, which honestly look like pieces of mozzarella, but they are definitely coconut shavings. It's very nice and refreshing.
Of course it is.
We are in the Luna Lounge. It is evening time. We had a very long dinner, but we are playing a game show called Majority Minds, where you have to try to match your answer with what you think everybody else is going to pick. So kind of like a Family Feud, right? Is that, yeah, kind of deal. Pauline and I have magic jerseys. Twinning. They're so cute.
Kind of gauge the room.
This is real teamwork
So
right
we do
here.
have a majority mind to answer. But before
Good morning from Debarkaction Day on the Disney Wish. I know we didn't really wrap up the video last night, so we thought we'd have you join us for the sadness this morning. We are already docked in Port Canaveral. It is noisy out here. They're loading things onto the ship as we speak, and people are already getting off. We are up and going to head actually to breakfast at World of Marvel.
Yep.
So, going to meet Phil and Pauline there, but had a good cruise?
Awesome cruise. I'm so tired though. I feel like I need like a whole day to just
You need like
rest.
you need a vacation to like recover from your vacation, especially on like these 3 or 4 night cruises. We were talking with Phil and Pauline about that last night. It's like you just kind of begin to relax a little bit by day 3 or 4, and then it's over, and you've been going so hard that you're just like drained and exhausted.
Yeah, it was just so packed full of activities and things to do, and we were just so busy, and I'm exhausted, but it was a lot of fun.
Yep. I know we didn't wrap up our dinner at Enchante last night in any way, shape, or form. I think we might do that like on a future live stream or something to really just unpack all of the dishes that we had. We were taking notes throughout the evening, but an absolutely tremendous experience there. And kudos to the amazing service team and the chefs there, just putting on a huge culinary display. I think the running thing that we kept coming back to was that it was night 4 of the cruise, and everything was still very fresh. Like I feel like in the main dining room and things, you can tell when things have gotten to night 4 when it comes to some of the produce and things like that. But they're completely separate from the rest of the ship and how they run that. And we just had an amazing time. I'll put in some video of all of the food and things like that so you can see what we got to enjoy last night. And like I said, we'll kind of unpack that and also the rest of the cruise with Phil and Pauline on a future live stream or another video sometime. But all in all, wonderful DVC member cruise, and would highly recommend you booking one in the future.
Yep.
Yep. So that is going to do it from us and the Disney Wish. As always, if you love this content, please follow along on dvcfan.com. Subscribe to our DVC Fan YouTube channel. And also join in the conversation over on the DVC Fan Facebook group, where we've been sharing other small videos and pictures from the cruise and so much more. But hopefully in the future we'll come to you from another DVC member cruise. I don't know if it'll be 2024 or not, but we will definitely see you guys again very soon from a cruise ship, because I think we're pretty addicted to cruising. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later.